What's up, everybody? Surprise video, surprise stream. Title says it all. Let's talk some wrestling tonight. Tomorrow is the pay-per-view Extreme Rules on the WWE Network, and if anyone that has a brain, that has a WWE brain, give me a call on Skype. We can discuss the whole card, and we can give our predictions for tomorrow. How about that? How about that? If anyone wants to talk on Skype tonight, and we can discuss Extreme Rules, Skype will be open. What's going on, crazy mofo? Welcome to an impromptu stream. I was just getting set up for tomorrow. This is the set I'm going to use for tomorrow night on the channel. Yes. What's going on, Sarah? How are you? But yeah, just wanted to come live tonight. We can do a little prediction show for Extreme Rules tomorrow. I have the card and everything all set up. So if anyone wants to call in, we can definitely discuss some Extreme Rules wrestling for the next hour and a bit. Depends on how long we have on people's minds. What's going on, the gamers? Yep. Like the setup. Thanks, Bofo. I'm at Extreme Rules. Yes. What's the card looking like? It's pretty good, MH. We can dive into that once we get people in here. We can discuss stuff in the chat, take questions, and all that stuff. So if anyone wants to call, Rocha. You want to be number one? Do you want to do a prediction show with me? I thought maybe I might as well go live. This is the setup for tomorrow, but we could definitely dive into some WWE for tomorrow. Congratulations on the PS4. Yes, Skype. Maybe I should add that, right? I should add that. And is my Skype open? Is my Skype open? I believe it is. It is not. Okay, so let me open Skype. But yes, Rocha is retracting messages. Brandon Rogers, what's up? Let me just get the Skype open. I could definitely call in when you're ready. Okay, just let me get Skype open. We can have a couple of people. I would like to hear other people's opinions too. We can have a couple of people, any smart-minded WWE fans. That would be great. That would be great. I'm looking at Ghost Skittle, but I don't know if Ghost Skittle's around. He would be good to have on there. Mike Nixon, he seems like he's a WWE guy. It'd be kind of fun. It would be kind of fun. It would be kind of fun. But just gonna get Skype open, then I'll put the text in. Internet's been crazy today, man. There was a power outage in New York City tonight. Over 90,000 without power, but it looks like it might be restored soon. So crazy. And I felt my lights flicker, believe it or not. My lights flickered on and off, and my power went out for a second, like a split second. So it might have been somewhere upstate. But yeah. What's up, London? You are, huh? No trivia. Who's asking for trivia? Don't ask for trivia because it's not trivia. Noob Kevin says he used to be a big fan of WWE, but I started watching baseball 3 years ago. Was the last time I watched WWE. Well, you ain't missing nothing. For the most part, the last couple of years have been pretty plain. But this card looks pretty damn good. I'm not going to lie. This card looks absolutely pretty good. They've got 10 matches, probably 1 on the pre-show, 9 on the main card, but there's a lot of decent matches. And I still got to catch up on Raw and SmackDown this past week, but I'll probably do that tonight, just whip through them. But pretty much all the matches are pretty good for me, so we shall just... whoa, I didn't want that. I didn't want the browser. I wanted to add an image. But yes. Yeah, 120,000 now. Okay, broad. Just hit 200. Good job, Joey. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right, so there we go. How's everyone? Whoa. I didn't say you can call yet.
No, I called.
Well, I'm going to hang up.
Okay, fine.
Great stream tonight, Roach. Great stream tonight.
Appreciate that, sir.
Yeah, I was just setting up this. I was just setting up for tomorrow, just getting all the match images for tomorrow, and I'm going to add them tonight just to have them so the viewers can see what the match is and stuff like that. But I have everything all set up for tomorrow. This is my setup for tomorrow. So
nice, looks good.
Yeah, it's a little different. It's a little different.
I can't wait. This should be a great card, great pay-per-view.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. It looks like it's a pretty decent card, so that's always a positive. But let me just get this text in. If anyone else, do you know anyone else that's a big wrestling fan you want to get in hold of that is available to talk predictions?
Well, I'm pretty sure Josh is, and then Mike Nixon. Yeah, like you was listening, Ghost Skittle, Mike Nixon.
Well, can you find them?
Yeah, I can. Let's see.
Find those beasts of a man. Oh, wait. Why is it that? Oh, white's okay. Let's see how white looks. That's not too bad, I guess. White's better than nothing. All right, I'm just adding it. So if you guys, and we can get people to discuss stuff, give their prediction, I guess. And if you just want to talk some wrestling for a little bit here. Riff Reaper, just stopping by to hit the like button. Sorry, I got to wake up at 4. Oh, man. Have a good night, Riff. Thanks for coming through, though, man. What's going on, Alex Sports? Nathan, how's it going? How are you doing, young man? Hopefully you're enjoying your summer. Canadian.
Yeah, I wonder how AEW is going tonight. I haven't even looked at it yet.
I watched Evolve during your baseball stream, and I just kind of was just lurking at it. Wasn't really paying attention. Just a few WWE guys were in there. Matt Riddle versus Drew Gulak. That turned out to be a really good match, and they were respectful at the end, so that was kind of cool. Then you had Tozawa versus Adam Cole. Adam Cole ends up winning, but then Johnny Gargano made an appearance at the end. Paul Heyman made a surprise appearance because usually he denies all those things. He always says no, but he was talking in the ring. He's like, usually I turn this stuff down, but I asked to be here tonight, so that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. So he was the ring announcer for the title versus title match that they had. There was 2 promotions there, and there was a title versus title, so he was like the ring announcer for it. So it was pretty good.
Nice.
What's going on, Anthony? Nathan retracted the message. Missed it. Hello, Bigger Mike. How you doing? How was camp? Make new friends, exchange Instagrams, all that fun stuff during camp. Don't know yet, Nathan. That's still yet to be determined. But yeah, yesterday was pretty special. That no hitter, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was amazing, man.
Apparently, his mother threw out the first pitch, and she threw a dart right down the middle. So that was pretty good. So that was pretty impressive. Yeah. What's up, Anonymous? How you doing? I'm watching my show, so I'll be in and out. Well, you be in and out then, Bigger Mike. Enjoy looking at those new friends.
That stuff gave me so much goosebumps last night. It was crazy.
It was awesome. Yeah, he did exchange Instagram. See, I told you, camp life, being a 13-year-old. Yeah, definitely. It happens. Stopped watching it because it just got boring. Hey, Vance, you know what? You're absolutely correct. The last 2 years for wrestling have been down the shitter, but I think it's all going to start at SummerSlam. There's rumors, reports that Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff are going to be starting to take over both Raw and SmackDown right before SummerSlam. So that could be a sign where things change.
Yes, I hope, man. Like, WWE needs this change, so I really hope they change this stuff.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. Paul Heyman's going to be running Raw. Eric Bischoff will be running SmackDown Live. SmackDown Live in the fall will be moving to Fox TV, so that's going to be interesting. But apparently Fox wasn't too happy with the idea of Eric Bischoff running things, but I guess they wanted Paul Heyman. Yeah, I guess they wanted Paul Heyman. But I think it's going to work. But I think this is where Vince is going to slowly let the reins go and listen to outside help and get all the help, because these two guys are masterminds with their writing and creative way things go. So wrestling could be good again. Starting SummerSlam, it might start being good. Storylines might be told better. You might have you can never deny their in-ring stuff, but with the promos and stuff like that, with Bischoff and Heyman involved, it's going to be great.
Did you see the freaking promo that Kevin Owens?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I saw it on YouTube. I haven't watched SmackDown, but I did watch the whole segment with Kevin Owens yelling and getting his microphone cut off. It's all storyline. It's all storyline. It's not real, because if it was real, it would have been shown on YouTube everywhere. So it was a storyline, but it was just, it was great. It was great. Main event tomorrow, I believe. Yeah, the main event tomorrow, I believe, is it
I think
Shane?
It's the double championship. Or is it?
I'm thinking it's gonna be Undertaker Roman tomorrow.
It could be. It could be.
It could either be Undertaker and Roman versus Shane and Drew McIntyre, or it could be Lacey Evans and Baron Corbin versus Becky Lynch and Rollins, Seth Rollins, for the title. Whoever loses that match, or whoever wins that match, it doesn't matter who, they're walking out with the title. So whoever gets pinned, they're going to lose their title. If they lose, the champions lose. So that's good. What's up, Scott Thomas? What's going on? Yep, don't forget, hit the like button. Appreciate it. What's going on, A4? The kill is back. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. A4, the kill.
Sir, did you want to get Mike Nixon on here? Three-way?
If he's available, yeah, let's do it.
I wish you could do a three-way calling, sir. So yeah, Mike Nixon, if you want to get in this call, you can, bro.
Oh, he's in the chat. He's in. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I wanted somebody with some WWE knowledge, and you seem like you know a lot about the wrestling. So if you wanted to jump on in, man, yeah, sure. Oh, wrestling. Thought you were a Mountain Dew endorsement deal. You know what, Jaws? It's a possibility, man. I love Mountain Dew. I love Mountain Dew.
Shit, I'm drinking a Mountain Dew right now.
See, you know what? And they come out with a new flavor, I heard, in the States. So they don't have that here
Yeah,
yet.
I haven't seen it yet, but I heard they did come out with a new one. That's interesting.
There was a red blue one before here. I forget what it was called, but it's totally different now, I guess. So it's a different name. AEW fought for the Fallen. Yeah, that was tonight too as well. I heard that was pretty good, or is still. I don't think it's going. Oh, okay. Can you add Mike to the call, or does he have to be merged in? Yeah, there we go. Let me try to add him. Let me see if it works.
Yeah, see if you can.
Oh, missed call. All right, so you want to try to merge him in? No, never mind. He's here.
There we go.
Hi, Mike Nixon.
What's up, my guys?
How's it going? Yo, King PJ, what's going on? Yeah, so anyone else? I'd like to have another person on here so we can make this legit. Have 3 people with some knowledge of some wrestling who wants to talk, but yeah. Rocha and Mike Nixon here are talking predictions for tomorrow. You down with that, Mike?
Yeah, I'm down for that, of course.
Awesome. Cool. So tell us your day today, Mike. I was reading some stuff on Twitter today. You had a pretty good day today?
Oh, yeah, I had a pretty good day, so I'm just chilling. I was watching Roach's stream, and I got a call from, I'm an assistant coach over at the high school that I went
back.
football, and so I just get a call, and he was like, listen, I got some good news for you. Well, 2 bits of good news. The first bit of good news is we're going to make you a paid assistant this year, and the second bit of good news is we're promoting you to assistant offensive coordinator and assistant defensive coordinator.
So what do you prefer more? Are you good at both sides of the ball, or do you have a preference?
I'm a little bit more knowledgeable on the defensive side.
Okay. That's good. So you're doing high school, varsity or JV?
It's varsity. We're such a small school, so everybody plays from freshman on.
Okay, that's cool. Such a small school. Because when I lived in Long Island, they had 2 teams, a JV team that's strictly like grade 9s and 10s. But if you're good enough, you can play on the varsity team if you're a freshman and stuff like that. But that was very rare. There might have been one exception if you were outstanding football player that you would play on the varsity team when you were in grade 9. So that's cool, dude. That's really awesome news, man.
Yeah, man. I used to play football. And well, I was pretty good. I was gonna walk. Well, I had an offer from Penn State to go play there. My senior year, I ended up tearing my ACL, my Achilles, and my meniscus all in one play in a 7-on-7, and it fucked my whole career over.
Wow. And what position did you play?
I played running back.
Running back. That's tough, man. All in the same play.
And outside linebacker.
Ah, outside line. So you played both sides of the ball during the same game? So you played double duty?
Well, yeah. This was just like a regular 7-on-7, so it was an offense. So we don't really do much run plays, but I could catch the ball a little bit as like a receiving threat. So it was a play, caught the ball, went to make a juke, and fucking slipped on the fucking turf. And I looked down, and I see my freaking, like where my calf is and my heel freaking masculating or whatever, and I could just feel numbness all in my knee.
Jesus. That is absolutely crazy. I've never had a major injury, just my accident, but there's nothing like breaking a bone or tearing an ACL or Achilles or anything like that. But that's pretty messed up, man.
Yeah, it sucks.
Running back, brother, had an injury, dipping your chances too. That sucks, man. That sucks.
Yeah.
I never played football. I was always good at playing football with my buddies, and I was a pretty decent slot receiver back in the day. Even though I was small, I was a pretty good slot receiver, and they were begging me to join the football team because we would play during like lunchtime hours and stuff like that. We'd play like 3-on-3 or something like that, and they were like, "Man, you got to come out for the football team." And I was kind of nervous. I didn't want to get injured. I know football players get hurt a lot, so I just said, "Nah, I'll stick to baseball and I'll stick to volleyball if you guys have a volleyball program." But
right,
yeah. All right.
Yeah, so
That's
so
sorry to
after
hear
that, so basically after that, I just got into for my senior on helping out as much as I could, and then by like 2013, 2014, that's when I really became an assistant, and then today just made my day. All the time of work that I put in to help out with the team, and I get promoted to that and get paid assistant.
That's,
Dude, I couldn't help but cry. I
that's
just
awesome,
couldn't
dude.
help it.
And your season's or your, I guess your training camp's going to be starting soon since you got the kids go back in like what, third week of August, I believe.
We've already been working out.
Okay,
But we've already had like we have like our lifting sessions, and we go out there when it's not like bad weather, like rain and stuff, and we already started putting in stuff for our defense. Plus, we have like typical meetings with defensive coordinator and offensive coordinator that I was doing like all last week, working on stuff to get stuff ready for practice, meeting with the head coach and stuff like that, getting a whole game plan together for practice.
Hey, knock it off. Oh, sorry. I thought my mic muted.
Whoa, knock it off. Who are you talking to
I was
there, Roach?
talking to this dog that's in my room right now. Sorry.
You
Sorry,
physically are talking to a dog?
Yes.
Oreo.
Wow. Roach is talking to
Yes,
pets.
Oreo, exactly.
The dog speaker. Dog's understanding. All right. I don't know. What are you talking about, Renzo? I'm not talking about anything. This is a prediction show. I'm not watching any pay-per-view, nothing, man. So, cool it. Just take a break. Chill, pill. I'm not watching any AEW. I'm not watching any Evolve. That's all over with. I'm just here talking predictions for tomorrow's Extreme Rules.
Yes.
I thought YouTube was actually going to go live for that because I was on there too, like between Roach's stream and the AEW, like their actual YouTube channel was live, but I guess it must have just been like a preview talk show because they had JR on there.
Oh yeah,
the
Fight for Fallen tonight was free on YouTube. Well, it was on YouTube the pre-show, and then at 8:15 when they had the main card, it was on a website. But it was all free. You just had to go to the website.
Bleacher Report live.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it was just a website.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it after.
Yeah, probably. I probably do the same. But yes. All right. Anyone else want to join? Did you find anyone else, Roach, or no?
I messaged Josh. I sent the link in the group chat. So if anybody else wants to, I guess I'll pop in.
Okay, well, let's just get started then. And if Josh decides to pop in later on, or if he gets in here soon, we can add him and then we can ask for his prediction as well if he's up for it. But if he's not, we can just have us three do it right now. This is in no particular order. I'm going to try to do it from, like, I guess I'm predicting my own way of starting this pay-per-view because this pay-per-view starts with the main Becky Lynch and them on the top. So I'm just going to pick random things and we'll go from there. What's up, CE Sports Show? How's it going, man? All right, first title match of the night. It's going to be probably on the pre-show, I'm guessing. The Cruiserweight Championship match. Drew Gulak versus Tony Nese. And I'm going to start with you, Mike Nixon. Who do you got in this one and why?
All right, so I'm going to go with Drew Gulak in the match. Just because, like, he just recently won it at the last pay-per-view. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't think that it'd be a good idea to have him lose the title that quickly after you just won it. So I feel like he'll have like maybe a little lengthy run at the title, and then maybe like one of like them just throwaway pay-per-views on the pre-show or whatever. If they put it on the main card, he may lose it then. But for right now, it's just too early for him to lose it.
Yeah. Rocha?
Yeah, I agree. Gulak's gonna win. Yeah, I agree with Nixon. I think he's gonna have a little bit of a long run. So yeah, I definitely think Drew is gonna retain the title.
And okay, so you guys both have Drew Gulak. Well, Tony Nese, wasn't he just crowned champion at like WrestleMania? Didn't he beat Buddy Murphy at WrestleMania?
It might have been. Yeah.
So it's been a couple of months. So I guess that's a decent run for any champion in the company. So that's a pretty good run. But these two were former friends. They were great teammates for the longest time once 205 Live started. So these guys have some chemistry together as being partners in crime for the longest time. But Drew Gulak had a really good match tonight against Matt Riddle. I suggest you guys watch that match later on tonight if you guys can. But that match was absolutely amazing.
It was on the network. Right?
It was on the network tonight, so I watched it. But Drew Gulak looked really good in a losing effort tonight. But I have to agree with you guys. I think Drew Gulak Gulak, just recently crowned Cruiserweight champion. I think he's going to retain this championship, but it's going to be a great match. I like what Drew Gulak's doing. He's starting to become a face now, it looks like. Unless they're just doing it on Evolve, because right now he's playing a heel character as well. But Tony Nese also plays that heel character from time to time. So I don't know who's going to be the heel or face, or if they're going to be friends again. Who knows? But this match is going to be pretty action-packed. Drew Gulak's got like a lot of move holds, and Tony Nese is just power and strength, and he's got the 8-pack abs. So, but unfortunately, I got Drew Gulak winning as well.
Nice.
All right.
Hang on. Eddie says, I have a question. What's your question, Eddie? Go ahead, sir. I'll answer it as I can.
Is this for Rocha? Oh, it's for Rocha.
Yes.
Okay. Drew Gulak back on NXT. You never know, Renzo. That could be a possibility. But he looked really good tonight in that match. That was fun.
I heard that there might eventually, with them taking over Bishop and Heyman, they might just get rid of 205 Live and put the Cruiserweight title on the main shows now.
Well, that would be interesting.
That'd be awesome, because that's how isn't that how they used to do it before they did 205 Live? Like, because then like one time, like, just the Cruiserweights itself was on Monday Night Raw at one point, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was strictly to Raw.
Yep.
Washington Park said something about Serena Williams. Well, she looked like trash today, man. She was down 4-0 in that first set. She looked absolutely dejected after losing that. She was handed in that first set pretty easily. It was 4-0 at one point. I was like, okay, maybe they'll split them back and forth. But no, it was 4-0, and she ended up losing in straight sets. So, Halep from Romania is the first Romanian either man or woman to win Wimbledon. So congratulations to her. Nice. Tomorrow's the men's. We got Djokovic versus Federer billion times. So that's going to be tomorrow's men's championship final at Wimbledon. Djokovic is ranked the number 1 seed versus Federer, who's number 2, who's the king of clay, or the king of Wimbledon. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. It's going to be a great matchup tomorrow.
Didn't Serena at one time say she wanted to come to WWE?
I don't know. It's possible. She's big enough to be a part of it, but she's chasing a record. She could have tied the woman for the most majors by a female with 24. She still has 23, but she's trying to break that record, man. She's trying to break that record.
Mm-hmm.
But, all right. Let's go on to the next one. Did you answer his question?
Yeah, I answered it in the chat.
No, I don't see it. All I see is LOL.
Yeah, that was my answer to that question.
Oh, okay, so there you go. All right, next match. The last standing match. Braun Strowman versus Bobby Lashley. I'm going to start with you, Rocha.
See, this is a tough one because I was thinking about this, but I think I'm going to go with Strowman. I still think he's the big guy, and I mean, I could definitely see Lashley winning this match for sure. But, man, I'm excited for this match just because of the angle they did with them going through the Titantron. That was amazing. But I think Strowman is going to, I think he's going to end up picking up something and putting it and throwing it on Lashley, and that's how he's going to win. So I'm going to say Strowman.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Go ahead, Nixon.
So I'm going to agree with Rich. I think Strowman's going to win this. And there's rumors surfacing around that they're going to maybe do another push with Braun Strowman and actually do it serious this time. So it's going to be interesting to see if they actually follow through with that. But that's all I've been hearing, that they're doing a new renewed push on Strowman. So if that's the case, you can't have him lose this match. So I think Strowman's going to win, and agree with Rocha that he's probably going to do some kind of big angle and put something big over Lashley to where he can't get up.
Well, just by watching that replay again, I posted something on I took a video of it last week, but that spot last week when Lashley went through the Titantron was unbelievable. Corey Graves yelling out live on air, "Holy shit!" was
that's crazy.
It was
dude.
Unbelievable. I don't know. I'm a little bit different. I don't really care for this match, to be honest. These two have been building their storyline with competitions. I just don't think there's any point into it. If they could have tag team matches with these guys and having them go against them, like, make them the focal point, but then just have random tag teams and just have matches. But they were doing different things. They were doing strongman competition with pulling stuff and trying to rip a pole off the ground. It was boring for me. Then they had the arm wrestling match, and then one got the best of them in every single week it went on. So it was like basically a tie going into this one. So there was no clear cut winner this past Monday. So now we have the big match. I'm not invested. I don't care really who wins this match, but I'm gonna go with Braun Strowman just because he's not really doing anything, which is really bad. Like, they're not even making a main event or anything. I guess they don't want him as champion, but just another bump in the road for Braun Strowman. But I think he's gonna win this match no problem. It's gonna be a good match though. Hopefully it's a good match. These two guys are gonna go at it, but two big behemoths going head to head. But I think Braun Strowman's gonna come out on top with this.
Yep.
What did Eddie say now? Can you deadlift Braun Strowman?
I wish. I freaking wish.
Washington Park says Braun wins with help. Who's going to help him?
Braun's when there's help. I don't think anybody should interfere in this match. Neither one needs interference.
All right. So, next match. We've been hearing for weeks and weeks and weeks the same old promo about Aleister Black having somebody come knock on his door. And apparently this past week on SmackDown, Cesaro revealed that he will become knocking on this door. So we have Aleister Black versus Cesaro. Mike Nixon, what do you think about this?
Okay, so I was actually kind of shocked there was a Cesaro. I thought it was going to be Randy Orton.
Me too.
But I mean, I think this is what I think is going to happen actually. So Aleister's going to get ready. Is going to get ready for the win. Hit the black mass, and as he tries to go for the pinfall, we're gonna get the debut on Extreme Rules of Bray Wyatt, and it's gonna set up with Cesaro with lights going out. All right, let me think. No, it's gonna be a win for Aleister Black, but it's gonna be by disqualification with Bray attacking Aleister Black to set up the feud for SummerSlam. That's how I see it going.
Rocha?
I do like Mike Nixon. So who'd you pick, Nixon?
I played Aleister Black
DQ.
by DQ.
Okay. I think Black's gonna win. I really like what Nixon just said, but I've heard the rumors that they want to wait till SummerSlam for Bray. So I'm gonna say this is gonna be a great matchup, but I think Aleister Black's gonna get the win over Cesaro.
All right, so that's 2 for Aleister Black. Give me a second. Someone just tried to call when I was with you guys, and I'm not sure who this is. So they haven't revealed themselves, and I can't even get my... What the hell? How come this won't delete? There we go. Who is this? Who is this? All right, let's see if they respond. Anyway, well, they've been... Aleister Black, I don't know what they're trying to do with him right now, but I do like... the promo the first couple of times, but then it just got very repetitive week in, week out. And as for Cesaro, he's been really doing nothing on the main roster in recent weeks since they split up Sheamus and him. It looks like they're on different brands now, I guess. But I guess Cesaro's trying to get back in the picture. I think this is a good opponent for Aleister Black. We all know Cesaro can actually compete in the ring, and he's actually very talented in the ring. But this impromptu match... screams what Mike Nixon is saying. I think Cesaro is going to lose his match via disqualification. I can actually definitely see Bray Wyatt making his return to the company with that new Firefly gimmick, and that would possibly set up for the next month with Aleister Black and them going back and forth with each other. But I'd rather just have them do video promos for the whole 4 weeks, and then they have their match at SummerSlam. So that would be pretty good to have that match at SummerSlam. So, but right now, yeah, I guess I got Aleister Black as well, winning by disqualification, or actually just winning outright. But then the lights go off right when he's standing there doing his thing, sitting in the ring, and then you have the lights go off, and then next thing you know, you see Bray Wyatt sitting right in front of him, or something like that. So that would be pretty interesting for sure.
Yeah, that would be crazy. Bray Wyatt did come back to attack Aleister Black, but we'll see. I wouldn't doubt that would happen. Not one bit.
Hold on a second. Let me see what this turkey wants. Let me see if he is added. I don't know who's.
Hey, Uncle Cardinal.
Is this Renzo?
It's Renzo.
It's Renzo. Welcome, Renzo.
Hey.
How you doing? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine, Uncle.
You're doing good?
Uncle Cardinal, this is Renzo. Yes.
I know. How you doing, Renzo? Good?
Yes, I'm fine.
All right. So, you sounding like Bray Wyatt here with the laughing. Whoa, this is definitely Bray Wyatt on the call, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
It's my first time to meet you.
It's all good, Renzo. I understand. Are you nervous?
So this is my first time to meet you, Uncle Cardinal.
I know, Renzo. I know. You seem very excited to be here.
My God.
How's the Philippines today?
It was my first time.
Yeah?
It's really good, Uncle Cardinal.
Is it hot?
Maybe I'm in the room.
All right. Are you going to watch Extreme Rules tomorrow?
It's the Philippines is our Sunday, but you guys in America is Saturday.
No, actually, it will be Sunday night. It'll be Monday where you are. It'll be 8 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock in the morning.
Actually, our school is not able to allow to bring the cell phone tomorrow.
All right, yeah, that's right, because it's Sunday right now. It's what time is it there? It's 11:47 in the morning there, so it's like almost noon on Sunday.
Yeah, I know it, Uncle Cardinal.
All right there, nephew. Wow. Okay. Totally. I'm about to play some Firefly music here.
Oh my God, dude.
All right. Do you have anything else to add there, Renzo?
Nothing. Also, I am making a Titantron.
Okay.
And everyone, please listen. Please subscribe to my channel. Also, I got a lot of Titantrons on my videos, so please subscribe to my channel. Also, click the link description below and click the bell icon for my new video and make some awesome trons.
All right, sounds good. We'll take a look at this. I'm going to take a look at that actually right after, or once you post in the chat, I'm going to actually look at while I'm doing this prediction. But also, great hearing from you, Renzo, first time caller. So thank you for making your debut on this phone call. So I appreciate it.
Yeah. Yes, Uncle Cardinal.
All right, buddy. You have a great night or great day, and I'll talk to you soon, man.
Okay, I'll thank you, Uncle Cardinal.
All right, bye-bye.
Yes, bye-bye.
How do I... There we go. There we go. Perfect.
Oh, no, very interesting.
Well, he's still here.
Alrighty.
He's on pause. How do you remove callers?
Let's see. I got it.
Got it.
There you go.
Right.
We're good.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, that was simply amazing. I loved it.
Owie wowie.
Owie, wowie, wowie. That was fun, though. That was fun. First time caller, so I appreciate that when you get new people on here. So I loved it. All right. So, okay, next match, ladies and gentlemen, we'll just keep going up from bottom to top. The SmackDown Tag Team Triple Threat match. We have Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan, the champions, taking on the New Day and Heavy Machinery. Stakes and weights, baby. Rocha, who do you got?
All right. This is my first shocker of the night. I am going with Heavy Machinery to win the tag team titles. I think it's their time. Everybody loves them. Everybody loves, what's his name? Otis, right?
Yeah, Otis Dozovich.
Everybody loves Otis. I think they're a fan favorite. I do like Daniel Bryan and Rowan as champions, and of course, I love the New Day. But I'm going with Heavy Machinery. It's their time to shine. Their time to take over. I'm picking them to win this match.
I bet you would have, because you are a Heavy Machinery, Rocha.
Oh, shut up.
You fucking steaks and weights.
Hey.
But all right.
Oh, this is my idol.
Mike, you're up.
All right, so with my prediction in this match, I'm actually going to have Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan retain, but then I think at SummerSlam it's just going to be a regular one-on-one matchup between them and Heavy Machinery, and I can see them winning the titles at SummerSlam. Heavy Machinery.
All right, I'm with you, Mike Nixon. I think Daniel Bryan and Rowan are going to retain. It's just been pretty much Heavy Machinery has been getting built up quite nicely. They've been over pretty much every single week since they've been making their debut on SmackDown. They've been getting a little push promoting these guys. I think it's a little bit too much too early. Usually when one-sided gets pushed too much during their build-up for their match, they usually end up losing. But I do think that Daniel Bryan and Rowan are going to retain their titles. I'm not sure about Heavy Machinery just yet. They could be a player in the next coming months, but right now I think it's too early for them. But they are fun to watch. I definitely love watching Otis. He is definitely one of my favorites out there as well, because he's just so wacky and that nice greasy hair and the big fat face. But I just think the champions are going to retain their titles here. So I'm going with Bryan and Rowan to retain as SmackDown Live women's. Wow.
Women's?
Okay. SmackDown men's tag team champions.
Botchamania.
Whoa. Botchamania
Wow.
indeed. All right. So we have that right now, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Next one, we got the Raw women's tag team champ. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. Seriously? What's with the women? What is with the women, man? Okay, the Raw Tag Team Championship match, the Revival versus the Usos, not the women's tag team titles on Raw. Wow, that's 2 times in a row. God damn.
I think Sir Cardinal's got some women on his mind, don't you there, buddy?
Damn, I guess I do. But yeah, we got the Raw Tag Team Championships up for the grabs. The Revival, who are now the champions, versus the Usos, who are probably one of the greatest tag teams in WWE history, going to face off for the possible 6-time champions or something like that. I'm not sure how many times they've won the tag team championships just offhand, but good matchup. Mike Nixon, I'm going to start with you.
Okay, so it's going to be a really good match. I like the Revival. I'm glad that they have them as the champions right now, but I think they're going to get. I think the Usos are going to win this match. It's been a while since they were the. I know they've been the SmackDown Tag Team Champions on SmackDown for a while, and they haven't won the Raw Tag Team title since they've been brought to Raw, have they? Right?
No, not yet.
No, nope.
I think they're going to give Usos a little bit of a run with the Raw Tag Team title, so I think the Usos are going to win this match.
Otis, you're up. Oh wait, sorry, Rocha.
Okay, Mr. Raw Women's Tag Team Champions.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Revival retaining here. I think they're gonna be tag team champions for a while, even through SummerSlam. I think they're gonna push the Revival because of the rumors of them leaving for AEW. So I think the Revival are gonna go on a long tag team title reign. But I do think this could potentially be the night of the match. The Usos, the Revival, they put on great match after great match. Shoot, Revival were having great matches with Zack Ryder and Hawkins. So I think the Revival are going to retain and have a long, lengthy title reign.
I do agree with the Revival retaining as champions. I think these guys have been lost in the shuffle for quite some time, but just they just won the titles against Hawkins and Ryder, but they've been feuding with the Usos for way too long. They've been doing stupid, pointless skits. I know they're entertaining and funny and stuff like that by watching them taking a shower and shaving each other's backs and stuff like that, and the cream and everything like that, the hot cream in the where area. It's just tedious things that they're doing with these guys. I find it very boring, but I think these two teams are probably one of the greatest teams during this past 2 years. The Revival can actually go. They're one of the top teams out there. So it's nice to see them finally as champions. There was rumors for months and months that they were going to leave their contract and possibly join AEW, but I think that they put these titles on them for this very reason, for them to take a nice step and have them champions for quite some time. I don't think they're going to lose it right away, but if they do, they do. But these guys are very good ring technicians. They're a very good tag team. They know what to do in certain situations, as a good tag team normally does, where they know where their partner is at all times. So these guys are pretty damn good in the ring. I think they're going to retain. I just don't like the match because these guys have been going at it for so long, and it's just difficult to watch. Hopefully they just have a good match. I know Extreme Rules, the pay-per-view kind of wakes up for everyone because pretty much anything can go in these matches. So I think it's going to be a good slobber knocker fest. No shot at JR here. No whatever stealing his thunder. But I think it's going to be one of those types of matches where it's going to be pound, and it's going to be fun for everyone. So, but I do have the Revival retaining the titles. TSF
Nice.
Zach White is in the chat. Oh, was good. It was just too long. So it just ended, huh? But that started at 8:15. Yeah, see, it just ended now. That's a long ass pay-per-view, man. So
Wait, AEW just now ended?
it looks like it was, but it looks
Wow.
like, Zach White, did it just end now, or is it just over like half an hour or whatever? But it started at 8:15, I think, or 8 o'clock. But I do agree, guys. I think the AEW events tend to last a lot longer than WWE events. So Mysterio isn't dead. It's just
I think once it goes to main televisions, I don't think the pay-per-views will be out long. They got to put some storylines into these matches and have them go a little bit longer.
Zach White said it just ended, so that's a long ass time, man. That's a long ass time for a pay-per-view. I understand it's free and stuff like that, and people love that sort of stuff, but I can't sit for that long. Even though I do it every year for WrestleMania and the major pay-per-views, because it's like, 4+ hours, I can tolerate that. But AEW, I think, is just trying to cater to the fans, making good matches and stuff like that. But once they get to regular TV, they need to start doing storylines. And if the rumors are true that they're going to have an off-season, that's going to be fun, man. If they have off-seasons, you get, like, on the season finale of AEW, you have a storyline that's really good, and you end it, and it's not even over, and you have to wait till next season, so you have to wait like 3 months or whatever, 4 months until they come back. That's awesome if they can have an off season like that. If they have off seasons, so they can spend time with their families and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool if that's the rumor, if that's happening. I don't know, but yeah, that would be cool. I think all wrestling companies need an off season. WWE guys, they're going out at 300 days a year, man. If they had an off season, just like even for like a month. Just like a month off season, and then you just have it every few months, just like a month here, a month there, or a month a year or something like that. Just 1 month, and that can get these guys' batteries recharged and injuries kinked out. But yeah, I'm just rambling here, but just looking, yeah. Oh, Brandon Rogers asking, can you ask him here? Well, you guys having drama already in other people's chats? Why are you bringing it here? All right. Next match is for the SmackDown Women's Championship Handicap match. You have Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross taking on the champion in Bayley. Rocha, what do you got?
All right, I got Bayley winning, but this is where we finally see Sasha Banks. I think Sasha Banks Bayley's going to get in a 2-on-1 situation eventually throughout the match. Sasha's going to return. She's going to take out, because Bayley is a 2-on-1, right?
Yep.
So Bayley's going to just come in, knock one of them out. Sasha. Bayley's going to pin them when, Bayley and Sasha will fight them off. And then as, they're hugging, they're waving hands and stuff, Sasha Banks is going to turn heel on Bayley, and we're going to get Bayley and Sasha for SummerSlam. So that's what I think is going to happen.
Mike Nixon?
Well, damn, how am I able to top that when I absolutely agree with what Roach is saying? Perfect. I 100% absolutely agree. It makes the perfect sense for it to happen. Makes perfect sense, and
Yep.
I 100% agree.
And I'm going to jump your guys' bandwagons because you know what? I totally agree with the same thing. I could actually see Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross possibly losing this match too, but with Bayley winning like it clean and then having Alexa Bliss like doing something to Nikki Cross to have Nikki Cross go against Alexa Bliss. But then you have Sasha and Sasha helping Bayley to fend them off, and then Bayley ends up winning and they're hugging and stuff like you said. And then at the very next minute, Sasha turns heel. And that sets up their feud for SummerSlam. So perfect idea, gentlemen. That's what I think. But I also think Alexa Bliss is going to turn on Nikki Cross as well. So
yeah, I could definitely see that happening too. So it should be good. But I think this is the perfect way to get Sasha back, to get her to go with Bayley and then turn on her. I think it's the perfect way to get Sasha back into, wrestling.
Sarah Smool says Alexa's dating No Way Jose. I thought she was engaged to Buddy Murphy.
Nope, they broke up.
How long ago was that?
I don't know, but I saw something that she broke up with him, or vice versa, whatever.
And now going after No Way Jose.
I have not heard of that yet, but yeah, I mean, he's all right.
Yeah, just interesting.
I wish it was me instead. But,
what did Elias say? Since Mania, yeah. So this could be a perfect opportunity for her to make her return because she's been out since WrestleMania. This could be a good opportunity for Sasha to make her return. And there's been rumors about the summertime anyway. So this probably is going to happen tomorrow. So if we see Sasha Banks, you heard it here first. Well, no, you probably didn't. Probably every wrestling YouTube prediction show probably even said Sasha, but whatever. But yeah, that seems like everyone's thing right now. Everyone's saying Sasha's going to make her return tomorrow, and that's going to set up possibly starting on, what is she on, Tuesday SmackDown? Yeah, so it could start the feud on Tuesday, basically this week.
Yes, we can get a nice lengthy Bayley Sasha. What's it called?
You have a contract signing one week, and then you have you have like a contract signing 1 week, and then you have them in the back brawling, and then you can have like a mixed match or whatever like that against somebody. I don't know, something different, but I think it's going to be built very well. Hopefully Heyman and them, not Heyman, but Eric Bischoff actually helps out before now in SummerSlam. I think they want to start implementing those guys by SummerSlam, so maybe they start now with we'll see what happens.
Yeah, man. Should be good.
All right. Next. All right. We got 4 more matches to go. Let's go to the next one. I'm going to go with this match right here. For the United States Championship, we have Trevor Mann, known as Ricochet, the champion, versus AJ Styles. Rocha, who do you got in this matchup?
This was a tough one because of I think the momentum's with Styles, but I think I'm going to go with Ricochet retaining for now. I don't think this is really the end of the feud. I still think we're going to see this feud go in SummerSlam. But I'm going to have Ricochet retain here. I think he'll be able to fight off all 3. I think it's going to be not a clean finish. I think it'll either be a DQ or be like one of those, like, Styles kind of distracted and he rolls him up for a quick 1, 2, 3. I think it'll be that type of finish, but I'm going to say Ricochet retains.
Mike Nixon?
I have to agree with Rocha. I think Ricochet is going to win this match, just like the same with the Cruiserweight title. They just put the title on Ricochet, and it would really bring him down if you have him lose it that quickly. And probably the same way, like AJ's going to get distracted, and I think Ricochet is going to roll him up, or he'll hit AJ from behind, hit his move, pin him 1, 2, 3. I could even see like the club, Anderson and Gallows getting involved during the match, and then the referee just throws him out, and then you just get a good one-on-one battle, and Ricochet wins that way.
You know what? I think they're going to make Ricochet hold on to this title. I like what you said, Rocha, with having him with a quick surprise pin. But I think during an Extreme Rules, I think everything is legal. I think there's no disqualifications in any of the matches.
Oh, it's an Extreme Rules match?
So, no, it's not. But I'm just thinking every match is pretty much no DQ and all that stuff. So I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure like every match is like no DQ, stuff can happen, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong. But I like the idea of a quick pin, not a quick pin, but like a surprise pin by Ricochet over AJ Styles.
Yeah.
They just turned him heel, and plus you can't really have him lose like that bad, like right off the hop after just turning heel last week or 2 weeks ago. So that was pretty shocking. But these two, I think they're going to put on a great match. I think this match could possibly steal the show because these two are high flyers and they got movesets like nobody's business. So I think it's going to be back and forth. And if Gallows and Anderson are there, great. But I'm also trying to think about if Ricochet is going to get help at all. And I'm just thinking out loud, like what happens if Finn Balor comes out and is in Ricochet's corner and then have possibly a full club reunion with AJ Styles, Finn Balor.
Oh, imagine. But, that would be lit as fuck.
I don't think it's going to happen, but I would like to see Finn Balor turn heel at some point and join the club, man. Like, have all four. These guys are all ran roughshod in Japan. Mm-hmm. I think it would be amazing to have Finn Balor, because he's not really doing anything on SmackDown, isn't he, as the IC champ?
Yeah. He had that match against Nakamura, right?
Oh, well, that's...
Actually, isn't that on the card?
Finn Balor?
And Nakamura for the title?
I don't see anything with Finn Balor on this one, unless it's on a pre-show.
No, it's not. It's not on the card, actually. No, it's not.
I don't see anything. I don't see anything with Finn Balor and Nakamura.
Yeah, I think he's actually going with about to start a feud with Nakamura.
So maybe not then. I guess that wouldn't happen. But I would love to see Finn Balor turn heel and join the club and have like this big, powerful group on SmackDown. And Eric Bischoff knows all about big allegiances with the NWO. So, that would be pretty cool if Eric Bischoff got even if he is on TV as like the leader of the club, you know what I mean? Just have that NWO presence with that group and start building them up with those four guys. Oh my God, I would actually go crazy if Eric Bischoff was on TV too and putting himself in a storyline with those guys. But I do have Ricochet with a surprise pin again this week for this pay-per-view. So good stuff. All right. Next match, we have the WWE Championship Match. Kofi Kingston, the champion, versus Samoa Joe. Nixon?
This is a tough one for me because deep down, I like Kofi as champion, but I feel like Samoa Joe deserves to be champion. Like they do him so dirty ever since he's been in the company. They make him champion, they lose it quick. They make him champion, lose him quick, and now they just did it with Ricochet beating him for the U.S. title. Like it's tough. Like in a way, I don't feel like this would be the pay-per-view for it to happen for Joe to become champion. So with that being said, I'm gonna go with Kofi Kingston to retain the title, and then possibly at SummerSlam they finally give Joe the big break and make him champion. I hope. So I'm gonna say Kofi's gonna retain this one, and hopefully Joe gets the title at SummerSlam because I do want to see Joe as champion.
Right. Rocha, hold on a second. Castropolis says if Joe loses, what does he do in WWE? Pretty much it's a slap in the face. Because I love watching Joe. But Rocha, your prediction?
Well, guess what? There ain't gonna be no slap in the face. Because my prediction, as much as this pays because I love Kofi, Samoa Joe will be your new WWE champion tomorrow night. I think it's his time, but I don't think it's going to be for long. I think they're going to have Roman win the title at SummerSlam. I think Joe's going to be the placeholder between Kofi and Samoa, and Roman, because I don't think Vince wants Roman to pin Kofi and get heat again. So I think they're going to, satisfy Joe with a little, because, SummerSlam's like a month after Extreme Rules. They're going to have Joe with this little run or SmackDown, and Samoa Joe's going to get his time, shine. He's going to submit Kofi, when he does the clean the clutch, Kofi's going to pass out. And Samoa Joe is going to be your new WWE champion tomorrow.
I actually like that. I actually like that. And then You know what could happen? Could this be the time that maybe we have a split of the New Day? Also, because
Interesting.
they've been rumoring it.
And I also heard their sales have been going down a lot lately. So who knows? That would be something.
I have Kofi Kingston retaining this championship with a rematch at SummerSlam for the championship. But hear me out. Samoa Joe's been going over pretty much every week against Kofi Kingston by putting him in the sleeper hold that he loves to do. So he's been doing that quite a bit. But I think Kofi's going to prevail in this match. He's going to retain the title. It's going to set up another match at SummerSlam. And I have a feeling Joe's going to lose again at SummerSlam. Kofi Kingston is going to come out of that match just barely. And then next thing you know, who's coming on? Brock Lesnar is going to win the title at SummerSlam over Kofi Kingston. So I think he's going to cash in his briefcase at SummerSlam against Kofi Kingston, and he's going to be the new Universal Champion. Or not Universal, the SmackDown.
WWE.
The WWE Championship.
That's a good prediction, too.
So
I like that.
So we'll see.
I like that prediction, sir.
And then you get Brock just like a little bit of lengthy run on SmackDown, and then at Survivor Series, you could have Roman beat Lesnar at Survivor Series.
There you go.
Well, no, Survivor Series would be Brock versus Seth, probably.
It's possible, unless he's champion. Up until. So I can see Roman finishing business with Brock Lesnar again at Survivor Series as well. And then Seth won't be champion for a while.
Survivor Series champions face champions.
Oh, that is true.
That's what I was saying.
Okay.
Really Seth and Brock, most likely.
That's a good point too. That sounds that could be good. Champion versus champion.
Wait, you broke up there for a second, Rocha. What were you saying about Brock and Seth, like title for title?
If say Seth retains tomorrow in SummerSlam, going into Survivor Series, it'd be them two facing off, not with Roman, because they do champion and champion.
That is right.
Yeah.
So that could
yeah.
Perfect. What's up, Hot Take? I see you in the chat. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, Hot Take Hockey? How's it going, bro?
But yeah, so that's what I'm predicting right now. I think, unfortunately, Joe's just going to get the shit end of the stick again. But it sets up the storyline for Kofi to finally lose the title. He's had it since WrestleMania. No perfect place to lose it at another big major pay-per-view. This time just by having him lose it to Brock Lesnar via cash-in, and then he starts his run as SmackDown champion. So that's pretty interesting, but that's what my prediction is, what's going to happen.
I like that prediction a lot. That's a good one. I like that one.
All right, next match. All right, we're going to do this one. The no-holds-barred tag team match. We have The Undertaker and Roman Reigns versus Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre. Rocha?
I debated about this one, even in with the Mod Squad, because we make our predictions. I went back and forth. I'm gonna go with Shane and Drew, with Drew McIntyre pinning The Undertaker, setting up a match between those two at SummerSlam. So that's what I think is gonna happen. I think Drew will hit the Claymore, and then a surprise. Everyone's like, "Oh, Taker's gonna kick out 1, 2, 3." Drew goes clean over Taker, and then they get their rematch at SummerSlam. So I think that's what's going to happen.
Okay, Mike?
Wow. I've been debating about this match all day. And now hearing from Roaches, I might have to change my prediction, and I think that's exactly what's going to happen, because it makes all the sense. Why do you bring Undertaker back? You don't bring him back just to fight one match. They're going to continue. There's obviously going to be a continuing to the feud. So, what best way? You had McIntyre set up the feud by pinning him at Extreme Rules, and then you have Undertaker beat him at SummerSlam, because they like to do their 50-50 booking. So I'm going to agree with Rocha here, and I'm going to say that Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre are going to win with Drew pinning Undertaker clean.
Very interesting. That sounds really good with Drew McIntyre and The Undertaker, but this is no holds barred, so I'm guessing no DQ and all this fun stuff. I'm going to throw a little curveball I think during the match, you might see Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens thrust themselves into this match and start going against Shane McMahon.
Oh, okay.
I can see Shane McMahon going against
Ooh.
Kevin Owens at SummerSlam. So this could start their feud as well going into SummerSlam.
Right.
So I'm thinking that these guys are going to come out to the ring, and maybe it could even be announced as a triple threat once they get in there. They might have a three-way. You never know. But it sets up everything. You have The Undertaker, Drew McIntyre, Shane McMahon possibly starting a feud with Kevin Owens. So it kind of makes sense to me. But I do like the way that match will end with Drew McIntyre pinning The Undertaker, unfortunately. Or maybe vice versa, have The Undertaker pin Drew McIntyre.
Yeah,
and then that sets up the match at WrestleMania because Drew McIntyre wants The Undertaker.
SummerSlam.
Yeah, and it will be set for SummerSlam.
So that would pretty much set up then a Sami Zayn face turn too with KO.
I don't know if they're going to be faces, but you never know because right now Shane is like an ultimate heel, so you never know. He got cheered heavily, Kevin Owens, during that shoot promo thing, whatever he did this past Tuesday. So you never know. They might be faces, but I think they're going to be tweeners. Like they're going to play both heel and be catered to the crowd with their words. But we'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen for Roman Reigns at SummerSlam though. That's the thing. Like who's he going to take on it?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I said at first, well, like I said between mine, I think Roman's gonna win the title at SummerSlam. But honestly, I'm leaning more towards what you said, Brock Lesnar cashing in at SummerSlam. So that's interesting. Yeah, I don't know who Roman would face then. Yeah, that's really.
But I mean, could it be possible that maybe they do a Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns match at SummerSlam?
They could.
I could.
Well, I don't know.
But I'm also thinking, say there is no Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn during this match. What happens if Shane and Roman go head to head at SummerSlam?
See, that's what I think. See, but what I'm hearing is it's going to be Kevin Owens and Shane at SummerSlam.
Okay. That's why I think that's why they started it a little bit early, but
I wouldn't doubt Shane versus because didn't they face off that Super Showdown, whatever it was, right?
Shane and Roman?
Roman, yeah.
Yeah, they did.
So we could see a spin-off from that match. So we'll see.
Or maybe a triple threat. Maybe you have Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, and Shane McMahon all against each other.
Yeah,
so
that wouldn't be too bad.
You never know, right? So, all right. But I don't really... I don't know who's going to win this. It doesn't matter, really. Like, I'm just going to say Undertaker pins Drew McIntyre. I think Roman and Undertaker are going to win. But that Drew McIntyre is going to challenge him for SummerSlam.
I think either way, no matter who wins this match, I think it's going to set up Drew versus Taker at SummerSlam.
Exactly. And I think the face will go over on this one, and then you're going to have a pissed off Drew in the back, and then they're going to have a promo, and then he's going to challenge him for SummerSlam, and then he's going to answer him, and it's going to start their feud right off. Well, they just basically started with this feud already, so just continue it. But I think that Drew would actually challenge The Undertaker on Raw for SummerSlam.
Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad at all. I'd enjoy that.
How's the hippo socks? Rocha, how's the hippo socks?
The fuck?
I know exactly. What the hell? All right, the final match of the evening, we have the Extreme Rules winners take all mixed tag team match for the Universal and Raw Women's Championship. You have Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, the power couple, versus Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans. Rocha, who do you got?
All right, so I got a little bit of a twist here that I don't know what happened, but I think it might. All right, so I got Seth. I think this should be, it should be an all right match. I do like the fact that it's Extreme Rules, but I'm going to go with Seth and Becky retaining. But here's the catch. At the end of the match, Lacey and Baron are going to come back, try to beat them up a little bit. Brock Lesnar comes out, but he doesn't cash in. I'm going to say Brock Lesnar after the match. I don't know if they're going to do this, but it could kick off the new Heyman and Bishop era. Brock Lesnar comes out, he F5s Seth, and he F5s Becky Lynch, and then just leaves a statement. Saying, I'm here and I have the briefcase.
That's a very good one. Castropolis says her Brock might cash in and win 2 titles. I don't think you can cash in for both titles.
You can't cash in for both.
So
Yeah.
that's interesting. Have his presence starting to show up at Extreme Rules. I like that.
Mhm. And I think it would be great if he F5'd Becky. I'm sure Becky would take the spot, knowing her. I
Yeah.
don't think she'd have a problem with it. And that would be a great start to this Heyman era, because that'd probably be a Heyman type thing.
Okay. Nice. Mike?
Damn, this is tough to call because there were so obviously there's one rumor that's backed out for SummerSlam that I was hearing is Stephanie versus Becky, but obviously that's not going to happen because
those rumblings were going around for a while, but they stopped.
Yeah, that stopped. I mean, I'm gonna say that Seth and Becky are gonna retain because there's no way they're gonna put the title on Corbin and Lacey Evans. So I think they're gonna retain, and I can see what Rocha was saying that could happen with Lesnar coming out and F5ing Seth and Becky. No, it's interesting too. Who's due for a return right now?
Ooh.
Ronda Rousey.
Mm.
We haven't seen her since
Make a
Mania.
family.
I don't know about that. We haven't heard anything about. I heard that beforehand. There was rumors before WrestleMania that she was gonna step aside and start a family, but
Yeah.
I know she broke her hand during the match though. In that triple threat
and
match,
that was a legit injury too. That wasn't kayfabe.
So yeah.
She probably won't return. But I'm still hearing murmurs that they're gonna do the horsewomen, and
I know. I want that to happen.
Thanks, Contra. Appreciate that, man.
unless maybe they just have like Ronda show up at SummerSlam with like Baszler and all them, and you just start planting the seeds for that at SummerSlam. But as far as the prediction, I think Seth and Ronda are going to win, and I think Lesnar's probably going to come out and do that because you're right, Rocha. That's totally a Heyman move to do, and it'd be the best way to start it off.
That's very interesting.
Going off of what Mike Nixon said, I could see Shayna losing. I don't know who the heck she's going to face. Losing the title at TakeOver Toronto 2 the night before. And then, Ronda could come back, have Baszler, have the other two with her, and then they all attack Becky. I could definitely see that happening. That would be lit.
That's pretty good. I haven't watched. I got to start watching now again. I'm 5 weeks behind on frickin' NXT again. God damn it! But I've been hearing a whole bunch of stuff, but I just haven't watched. But for my prediction, I just think it's gonna be clean. I think Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch are gonna win that match over Corbin and Evans. I don't think Brock Lesnar is gonna show up at all. Just my opinion. I think they're just gonna win clean. That's it. So no surprises there. There's too many surprise predictions for me, and during this card, I like to have that little curveballs in there, but I just don't see one happening in this match. I just think it could possibly set up a perfect, quietly sneak attack by Brock Lesnar over Kofi Kingston to win the SmackDown title, the World Championship. So that's just what I think. But that's it. That's the card, ladies and gentlemen. We have finished the card.
I can't wait. Like the fact, all these surprises we've been talking about and the finishes. I think this card, if they do it right, has potential to be freaking phenomenal, depending on the way how it ends.
Zach.
I mean, look at the last pay-per-view. Everybody had low expectations, and it wasn't that terrible of a pay-per-view if you really think about it. The last pay-per-view.
Zach White says Baszler isn't losing at TakeOver because I know who she's facing, but I'm not spoiling it just to be respectful. Well, I appreciate that. First off, thank you, Zach White. But I just been hearing a lot of stuff with frickin' Io Shirai turning heel, which I haven't seen anything yet, but I've heard she turned heel, which is shocking to me. So I don't know who she's going to be facing. I haven't watched, like I said, in the last 5 weeks, but I'm going to actually start that. I might do that tonight since there's probably nothing going on tonight. I might actually catch up on all of my wrestling as best I can. Good thing for a fast forward button if I have to. But yeah, so that's what I'll probably do just to get caught up, because I know Takeover's coming very soon, and I don't like going into Takeovers not knowing what the hell's happening. So I got to watch everything. Even though, guys, I'll be working all 4 events this year. I work inside the building, so I'll be watching every single show from Saturday up until Tuesday. So it's gonna be a good time. I can't wait for that. I got to sign for my calendar. Yeah, so I signed for my calendar, and I signed for all 4 days. So I'm looking forward to doing all the wrestling, and I'll probably I might even do a live if I can get like Wi-Fi connection inside. So we'll see, and I'll just do like a live reaction.
That's awesome. That's awesome that you're gonna do all.
Yeah,
So you're gonna be doing Takeover, SummerSlam, Raw, and SmackDown too.
Yeah, all 4 days in a row, man. I signed for all 4 days. And
That's what's up.
It's gonna be great.
God bless you.
Well, it never comes to
that should
Toronto
be
very
fun.
often. It's the last time it was here was for a Raw, and before that we had the Survivor Series pay-per-view, all 4 events. So that was pretty special. But this one's gonna be great. We have SummerSlam. Can't wait.
Yeah,
I hate
man. It should be fun.
as personal. Why, Renzo? She's the queen, man. She's my queen. And fun fact, Shayna Baszler, before she was in NXT, she used to be on Twitch a lot playing video games. And,
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I followed her because she was on the Mae Young Classic. So I started following all the Mae Young competitors on Twitter, just because I like following all the talents that are in WWE, mostly them. And when they had the Mae Young Classic, I started following all these women's Twitter handles, and Shayna Baszler had a Twitter, so I followed her, and then she would always post like, "Oh, late night stream coming tonight." So I ended up going on Twitch and following her on Twitch, and she had like 30 people in there, not very many people at all. No one really knew who she was. And I went in her chat, and I actually have very good communications with her. We had some good, excellent talks during her live streams for video games and stuff like that. Enjoyed her streams. I went to them every single night, because she would stream at least once a night, late at night. So I would stay up and I would just watch her play video games. And we actually talked. So then I would tweet her, and then she's like, "Yeah, you're like a true fan." So it was pretty cool. Like, I'm an OG fan. So whenever I tweet her, most of the times, like about 8 times out of 10, she'll retweet it or make a comment. She wished me a happy birthday a couple of years ago when she was in NXT. So it's pretty cool. And I was like, yeah, she's like my true queen. And she knows. She gave me a quick message saying, like, "I know you're one of the OGs from my Twitch stream, so I'm always gonna be respectful and to you, because you've been a fan of mine for a long time before these chumps." Because she did streams before, and then there was thousands of people, and they're all just, it was just impossible. But she knows I was one of the original people that went to her Twitch streams back in the day for video games. So it was pretty fun. So I have a little impartialness to Shayna Baszler. She's my favorite just because of that. She's definitely probably my favorite female competitor in WWE right now. But yeah,
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome.
So
Yeah, dude, that's really freaking cool. Wow.
yeah, so
That's awesome.
It's pretty cool. She we interact quite a bit whenever I decide to tweet at her, because I don't like to flood her timeline or whatever like that, or just tweet everything that she does. But I used to do that at the beginning, and she would always favorite everything, and she would comment. I made a comment to her, and then fucking what's his name from NXT? Who's the color guy? Not Percy Watson, but the other one. The English guy.
Oh, Nigel
McGuinness. Yeah, Nigel McGuinness.
Yes.
I made a comment, and then he took a shot at me. He made a comment back saying, "Oh, at least I'm front row, and I get to see this much more. I get to see her in person." So I made a comment. I was like, "Well, I've been one of her fans from the beginning." And then he's like, "He beat you there, Mike." It was pretty funny. That was back in the day. So, but yeah, it was pretty awesome. But it was good. That's why I like her a lot. So I just want her to come up to the main roster. I think it's pretty soon that she should be making her debut, because I don't see anything in NXT for her anymore. They got so much talent down in NXT that they don't even use. They have what's her name? They have Deonna Purrazzo, who's not even being used in the last like 6 months. I haven't seen her. I don't know if she's injured or whatever, but they don't use her. She's on live events down there. They have Chelsea Green, Zack Ryder's girlfriend. She's not even being used. The Hot Mess, like, she was great during that AEW event or whatever. She was there before she signed with NXT, but she's not on the main TV yet, but that should be happening hopefully soon. I would like to see her. Well, she just got back from injury, so hopefully she comes up. But they got a lot of talented women down there. Mia Yim. You have all of those women down there. There's so many to name that I just can't think of all their names, but they got a lot of women down there in NXT.
Yeah.
I just think it's time for Shayna Baszler just to relinquish the title, saying, you know what, I'm going to bigger, better things, and then have her surprise one night and just have her group with her, and then they just go roughshod like the 4 horsewomen of UFC.
See, yeah, I'm getting kind of old of her, her title run, but I can see that happening. Like maybe she beats whoever she faces at Takeover, and she's like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna really get this title. I'm done. I have no more competition. I'm gonna relinquish, and then she could debut maybe the next night at SummerSlam.
Yeah, exactly. What the hell? So Jeff Hardy was arrested for drugs again? This guy's a mess, man.
No, I don't think it was drugs. I think it was alcohol again.
Alcohol again.
Public intoxication.
I feel
he was
bad,
drunk in public.
I feel bad for the guy, but I also don't because he's been clean for so long, and then he had a relapse. Like just a few months ago, he got arrested for being intoxicated, and now again. I understand it's a demon, it's an addiction, but sooner or later, I just give up on these guys because I love Jeff Hardy. It's just sad. It's sad stories, man. It's just
it's terrible.
It's just ridiculous, but frustrating. But anything else you guys want to add for this? Because I'm about to end it. We covered everything. I don't want to stay on for too late because there might be someone else that wants to go live later. Oh, mate.
Let's see. No, I think I'm good. I'm excited, man. I'm so excited for this card. Like the potential this card has with all like the swerves and all, maybe like the interferences and all that. I think it should be pretty fun tomorrow.
Perfect.
Yeah, I agree. If everything just plans out like we maybe hope it does, this definitely has potential to be a very good pay-per-view.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm looking forward to. I'm going to be covering this tomorrow. I'll probably be live about 7, maybe 6:45. I think it starts right at 7, so I might go live about 7:40, 6:45, 6:40. Depends. They might have the pre-show match once I go live. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I'm going to be live tomorrow before the pay-per-view starts at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But if you guys want to come watch some wrestling with me tomorrow, I'll be live tomorrow night. But that's going to wrap things up, guys. I just wanted to say thanks to everybody for coming in. Make sure you guys hit that like. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for post notifications. And thank you to Mike Nixon, and thank you, Amazing Rocha, for coming on tonight. Greatly appreciated, gentlemen.
Of course, man.
No problem.
Fun talking WWE.
All right, guys.
Always fun doing it.
Yep.
Always fun doing it, and hopefully I can join you again, Sir Cardinal, for SummerSlam. And heck, any pay-per-view you want to do predictions on, just let me know.
All right, sounds good, brother. I appreciate it. And yeah, that's going to end everything. So thank you, guys. I'll see you guys real soon. Cardinal out.
All right.
Boom. Good night, everybody.